My topic is gender equity, and according to Powell on page 42, gender equity is the fair and balanced treatment of boys and girls. In other words, it means boys and girls are the same, they are equal. Gender equity is very important in the classroom, and it does matter to future teachers. Future teachers need to be aware of gender equity and treat all students fair regardless of their gender. How to prevent choosing a gender over the other could be very simple in your classroom. For example, if you had a class job that needed to be done, you can call on one girl or one boy. Or possibly if you need something sent down to the office or to another classroom, you can send a girl and a boy, you can send two girls this time, and then the next time you can send two boys, and just make sure you're alternating the pattern. However, if you do start going by gender for everything and consistently choosing, let's say, girls over boys, the kids will tend to notice this and that you're only choosing that gender. Another example would be address your students equally. So instead of saying, let's go boys, let's go girls, or boys and girls, try, let's go students, if you can hear me, clap once, or you can possibly say, all right friends, let's go, let's line up for like gym. And when you're creating that, just make sure that you're addressing them as they are, and make sure that you get to know your students. Another thing that you want to avoid is separating the children based off of gender. Try to intermix all genders and not create groups of all boys and all girls. You can create groups of 2 and 2, you can create 3 and 2, 2 and 3, vice versa. Or when you're lining up, you can do boy, girl. Just trying to make sure that everyone participates and everyone is all fair and it's equal. And it's very important that you avoid gender bias in your classroom and you advocate for gender equity. Gender equity impacts the classroom and students the most, especially the students. You want a healthy, good environment for your classroom, especially when you are teaching. And your kids especially will catch on if you start to lean towards gender bias. And it's more the girls than the boys that will really care for it. And if teachers know about gender equity and how to prevent gender bias in their classroom, their kids will get along and there will not be any issues, especially the big rival, boys versus girls. That competition is constantly happening in classrooms. So that is why gender equity is very important in the classroom for the students and for future teachers to know about, and some things to avoid. And you want to avoid those conflicts the best you can, so your environment in the classroom is nice and the learning environment is good for the kids and the kids will want to participate for you. Thanks.